This is the RADNOR Report. With Ashley Bennett, Jeremy Rome, Lucy Bale, and Stephen Fay. Weather with Christopher Yao, Real View with Dylan Avnet, and Michelle Gorson, Rad Sports. Boldly going where no student news team has gone before. This is the RADNOR Report.
Ellen Week is finally here.
And RADNOR's Speak Up event was a big success.
Hi, and welcome to the RADNOR Report for the week of October 22nd. I'm Stephen Fay.
And I'm Lucy Bale. We'll have those stories and more later on in the show, but topping the RADNOR beat this week, 56 RADNOR High School juniors and seniors were welcomed into the National Honor Society by last year's inductees at the October 22nd ceremony. Members of the NHS class of 2011 introduced each new member individually, reviewing some of their achievements before inviting them to the front of the auditorium to accept a ceremonial pin from the NHS faculty advisors, Thomas Rogers and Donna Ward. After all were ushered into the prestigious group, officers from last year's class lit candles held by each new member, and all inductees recited the NHS Oath of Administration. Principal Mark Skellinger and mathematics teacher Michael McBride also spoke. Created in 1921 by the National Association of Secondary School Principals, the National Honor Society recognizes high school students who demonstrate the 4 pillars of the institution: scholarship, leadership, service, and character. Congratulations to the following students.
RADNOR Township School District joined forces with the RADNOR Township Police Department on October 24th for the 16th annual Operation Safe Stop, a statewide campaign to raise public awareness of the dangers of illegally passing a stopped school bus when children are boarding or exiting, led by the district's Director of Transportation, Bert Blackburn. School bus drivers will be on the lookout for vehicles illegally passing their buses when possible. The drivers will relay a violator's information to the police so a citation can be issued. Mr. Blackburn will then send the gathered information to Harrisburg so it can be included in a school bus safety report.
The RADNOR Elementary School PTO wants to make you aware of a great and easy way to earn money for RES. Now through March 31st, RADNOR Elementary School will have the opportunity to earn cash through Giant's A+ School Rewards program. This program will replace the eScript program through Gennardi's that was used in the past. All you have to do is provide the RES PTO with your Giant bonus card number. After you register your card, each shopping trip at Giant earns cash for RES. Just be sure to use your bonus card each time you shop. If you have any questions, contact Kristen Monty at the address listed on your screen.
Don't go away. We'll be right back with sports.
Success is here, and she don't play. I'm ready for it though. Throw it my way. Heart torn, and I doubt you can save it. It's okay, it's been like that since I was a baby. Thoughts deep, scuba. My mind's free, opposite of Cuba. Take me for my money or my fame. Papa, don't try, see right through ya. 4 lawsuits, 1 year. 2 down, 2 to go. Fame came expensive, yeah. Good thing, I know. I was built for the war. I was built to be all yours. Abuelita's a rebel, my mother's a fighter. Dia's a G and my sister's a rider. Tonight.
As president and CEO of Tierney Communications, Mary Stengel Austin leads one of the Mid-Atlantic region's largest communications companies. A graduate of Lafayette College, she is one of the top female CEOs and business leaders in the greater Philadelphia area. Her contributions to the community are substantial. She has served as United Way campaign chair for Southeastern Pennsylvania and on its board of directors. She has received numerous accolades and awards for her civic and charitable endeavors. An alumna of Brown University, Diane Corman Levy earned a graduate degree in physical therapy from Northwestern University. She was moved by the plight of the homeless while working in Philadelphia. As a result, she founded Hands of Hope, a student-led physical therapy clinic for the homeless, and Journey Home, a nonprofit organization. She continues to demonstrate her devotion to building strong neighborhoods by strengthening families through her work as an executive director of the Federation of Neighborhood Centers. Doug Deach made an indelible mark in the annals of Radnor soccer. As one of Radnor's first great players, he served as a catalyst for the growth of soccer in the township. He was recognized as a first-team high school player at the Central League, state, and regional levels. He also received National All-American High School Soccer Team honors in 1980. At Lafayette College, he earned NCAA Regional All-America honors and was drafted in the first round by the Baltimore Blast professional soccer team. A graduate of the University of Pennsylvania, Roy Neal was an NBC News correspondent, producer, and executive from 1952 until he retired in 1986. He was an authentic television and radio pioneer, credited with developing many of the techniques in use today. Recognized as a leading news expert in the aerospace field, he covered all of the Mercury missions from Cape Canaveral and the Gemini, Apollo, and Space Shuttle flights from Johnson Space Center in Houston. Pasquale Macron's distinguished military career began in 1952 when he was drafted into the U.S. Army. He rose from the rank of private to brigadier general. He went on to command and staff positions in the U.S. Army and Reserves and served as Deputy Adjutant General Army in the Pennsylvania Army National Guard. Macron is the recipient of numerous awards, decorations, and honors, including induction into the U.S. Army Infantry Officer Candidate School Hall of Fame, USA Legion of Merit, and the Pennsylvania Distinguished Service Medal. A 1902 graduate of the Pennsylvania Military College, General Charles F.B. Price went on to serve as an officer in the United States Marine Corps, rising to his final rank of Lieutenant General, 3-star. His military career spanned 5 decades from pre-World War I through World War II. His major contribution to the success of the offensives in the Pacific theater during World War II made possible the seizure of the Gilbert Islands from the Japanese and thereby opened the Pacific to the U.S. forces. His awards and decorations include the Legion of Merit and the U.S. Navy Distinguished Service Medal. Meredith Scardino earned her Bachelor of Fine Arts from Cornell University and MFA from Parsons School of Design and Painting. Her creative talents have led her to a career in comedy writing. She is a 2-time Emmy Award-winning writer for her work on The Colbert Report, outstanding writing for a variety, music, or comedy program. Her writing credits include The Late Show with David Letterman and Best Week Ever. Willie Sidner excelled in football and track at Radnor High School. He was tri-captain of the 1976 undefeated football team that captured the Central League title. Honors include All-Delaware County, All-State, All-American, and winner of the Maxwell Club Award. He scored the only touchdown for the East in the Big 33 game. His college career included All-America honors in track at Villanova and playing Division I football. Sidner played professionally for the Pittsburgh Steelers. A top graduate of the United States Naval Academy class of 1946, Jim Wilson spent more than 20 years in the submarine service commanding nuclear ballistic missile subs and ultimately the Pacific Submarine Fleet. From 1971 to 1973, Rear Admiral Wilson served as commander of the Naval Forces Vietnam. As Vice Admiral, Jim was Chief of Naval Education and Training, including responsibility for the U.S. Naval Academy and the Naval War College. Although best known as Biff in the Back to the Future trilogy, Tom Wilson's notable credits reflect his wide and varied artistic talents. As an actor in animation, he counts SpongeBob SquarePants, Spider-Man, and Batman among his credits. A painter and photographer, his works hang in the San Jose Museum of Art and the Disney Gallery in Disneyland. Internationally known for his television and radio programs, he has also shared the stage with some of the finest comedians, actors, and musicians of his era.
Welcome back to the RADNOR Report.
We now go to Michelle with Rad Sports. Michelle?
Thanks, guys. Well, the Radnor High School girls golf team finished their season 9-0 and won their second straight District 1 championship. 6 Radnor players, Jamie Suzanen, Allie Ziegler, Abby Sinnes, Julianne Horgan, Julia Curley, and Bryn Walker, qualified for districts as individuals. Jamie Suzanen placed 5th at districts and 1st at regionals. Bryn Walker placed 6th at districts and 3rd at regionals. Both Jamie and Bryn are competing at states. Seniors Jamie Suzanen and Allie Ziegler, junior Julianne Horgan, sophomore Julia Curley, and freshman Bryn Walker were named first team All-Central League, and senior Abby Sinnes earned second team honors. Congratulations on a great season. As we all know, starting on October 29th, Radnor High School will commemorate one of the oldest continuous public schools rivalries in the country during LM Week, or Lower Merion Week, a celebration featuring a range of fun in-school activities and a culminating pep rally. The LM and Radnor football teams will meet for the 116th time on Saturday, November 3rd at 2:30 p.m. at Lower Merion High School.
Well, this afternoon, Radnor High battles Lower Merion on the football field for the 108th time. And last night, this long-time rivalry got a little more heated.
It's like so big. It's like 108 years of Radnor versus Lower Merion. It's 108 years, and it's a big tradition for everyone.
It's Radnor Spirit against LM. It's a big thing. We do it every year. It's 108th year doing it, and we're going to win.
Well, kickoff for the big game, 1:30 this afternoon at Arnold Field in Ardmore.
Now, a local high school football rivalry that began more than 100 years ago. Ji Young Min has the story of the longest running public school rivalry in the nation right here in our own area.
Football is one of the oldest sports out there. This is the Lower Merion Radnor homecoming game, a high school tradition for both schools.
The story behind this is back in 1897. These were the first two public schools in the area, and it seems a group of kids decided that they would like to have a rivalry football game.
And from there grew one of the longest running public school rivalries in the nation, and it made for an exciting homecoming game.
I can't choose who to root for because I know like a lot of the kids on the Lower Merion team, but my heart's with Radnor.
The rivalry between Lower Merion and Radnor spans over 100 years, and fans from both sides agree that the contention has only increased over the years.
We both played each other, and we didn't like to lose, even though they had more students. When we got into the game, they knew we were there to stay.
It's good, strong competitorship. We love it. Radnor's a good place. Lower Merion's a good place.
But Radnor ended up winning this game 29-21. In Lower Merion, Ji Young Min, CBS 3 Eyewitness News.
A football rivalry more than a century old continued on Philadelphia's main line this Saturday. Radnor and Lower Merion High Schools met on the gridiron for the 108th time. That is older than the Army-Navy games. They clashed at Lower Merion this year. It's an annual event that few people miss.
Rivalry in the United States.
I'm here every year. The last 8 years I haven't missed the game.
Another hard-fought game on both sides today. Radnor wins at 29-21. The 6th win in a row over its mainline rival, but some Lower Merion fans thought a Radnor player was down before he got into the end zone. They will be talking about this one until next year, the 109th meeting between the two schools.
A mainline football rivalry ends for another year. Radnor beat Lower Merion today on the gridiron. And this is one of the country's oldest high school football rivalries. It dates back to 1897. Lower Merion put up a good fight at Arnold Field in Ardmore, but Radnor won the game with a 29-21 final score.
That's it for this week. I'm Michelle Gorsuch, and remember, go Radnor, beat LM. Back to you.
Thanks, Michelle. And we just found out the Radnor girls golf team won the state championship for the PIAA girls AAA golf. They won by 16 strokes over a very good team from Penn Trafford Academy. The girls' combined score of 325 was the lowest in PIAA AAA girls history for any team. Congratulations.
Radnor High School students, here's your rundown of Spirit Week activities for this year's LM Week. Monday, Pajama Day, Tuesday, USA Day, Wednesday, Wacky Wednesday, and Thursday is 80s Day, and Friday is LM T-shirt or School Colors Day, and of course the day of the rally. On Thursday evening, the junior and senior girls will battle it out on the annual Powder Puff football game, followed immediately by the always hysterical senior verse faculty football game. The bonfire will take place on Friday evening, and Saturday is of course the 116th meeting between Radnor and LM football. This year, the game is at Lower Merion and begins at 2:30 p.m. Come out and support your school. Go Radnor, beat LM.
A new addition to LM Week this year is a canned food drive competition between the class of Radnor High School. Going along with the Harry Potter LM theme, each class at Radnor has been assigned a house. Seniors are Gryffindor, juniors are Slytherin, sophomores are Ravenclaw, and freshmen are Hufflepuff. Since the houses in the Harry Potter series compete for points, so will the classes. Each can brought in by a class equals 1 point. Cans will be tallied each day, leading toward the announcement of which house is the most giving. So bring in those cans. Woo woo, holla.
Did you just say woo woo holla? Well, I'll see your woo woo holla and raise you a shoulder brush and raise the roof. Anyway, Radnor Middle School is preparing for the 2nd annual Around the World Potluck Night, taking place on Friday, November 9th from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. in the RMS cafeteria. Those attended are asked to bring an appetizer, main, or side dish to share, enough for at least 6 people. Desserts and beverages will be provided. Come and enjoy the evening with a feature performance by the Horndean Band from the UK, as well as performances by RMS and RHS students. Also learn about the RMS Uganda Pen Pals program, see a traditional costume fashion show, get a henna tattoo, learn origami, and more. Space is limited, so please visit the RMS e-minders page to RSVP today.
We now go to weekend weather with Chris Yao. Chris?
Thanks, guys. First up, we'll start the weekend on a high note with a temperature of 67 degrees a high and a 53-degree low with a 20% chance of rain throughout the entire day. Wind will blow east by northeast at 5 miles per hour, then shift to northeast at 4 miles per hour. The weekend's moon phase is a waxing gibbous, coming from the Latin root gibbous, meaning humpback. On Sunday, the temperature should drop to a high of 57 degrees and a low of 46 degrees. The chance of rain will also increase to 60% throughout the day. Winds will blow north by northeast at 11 miles per hour during the day, then drop to 9 miles per hour, blowing due north at night. In case you forgot why I'm wearing this costume, here's the weather for Halloween, or All Hallows Eve. The temperature will remain cool with a high of 52 degrees and a low of 41 degrees. While there's a 60% chance of rain during the day, the chance of rain, therefore melting witches, will decrease to 20% during nightfall. The good news for werewolves and your supply of silver bullets, the moon will be a waning gibbous. just missing the full and near full moons on Monday and Tuesday. Winds will blow northwest at 10 miles per hour by day and west by northwest at 5 miles per hour by night. Now for our extended forecast. Temperatures should remain in the mid-50s and high 30s throughout the week, with Halloween falling on Wednesday. That's all for this week's weather report. Remember, if you find yourself cornered by a horde of demons or surrounded by flaming will-o'-the-wisps, at least you'll know it won't be werewolves this time. Back to you.
Thanks, Chris. We now go to Radnor Real View with Dylan Avnet. Dylan?
Oh, Agent Starling, you think you can dissect me with this blunt little tool?
Hello, Ghostbusters.
Hey, anybody see a ghost?
Your daughter doesn't say she's a demon. She says she's the devil himself.
I'm telling you that thing upstairs isn't my daughter.
You know what you look like to me with your good bag and your cheap shoes? You look like a rube. A well-scrubbed, hustling rube with a little taste. Good nutrition's giving you some length of bone, but you're not more than one generation from poor white trash.
Hi, I'm Dylan Avnet, movie critic for Radnor High School, and Halloween is coming up, and I bet you want to watch a scary movie on Halloween night. Well, I have 3 movie classics that you should watch on Halloween night, and it will scare you. Number 3 is the psychological thriller The Silence of the Lambs. This film stars Jodie Foster and Anthony Hopkins. This film picked up many Academy Awards, including the Best Picture Award. Jodie Foster won the Best Actress Award, and Anthony Hopkins gave a tremendous performance and also won the Best Actor Award. This is a chilling movie that will put you on the edge of your seat and will make your heart stop. It's a very, very, very scary movie. Be warned. Number 2 is The Exorcist. This movie is probably the scariest movie I've ever seen. It's just plain out there, and the performances in the film are just great. And if you just want to watch a film just to scare you, just to make you feel scared for weeks, then you should watch this. It's got plenty of great performances, and you will not be disappointed. And finally, number 1 is Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters is one of my favorite films. I saw it as a young kid, and I remember it having a profound effect on me. Bill Murray leads the cast, and it's a really, really funny movie, and it has some scares in it. If you're like one of those people who likes scares but doesn't like too intensive scares, you should probably watch Ghostbusters because it's a classic, and you will not be disappointed with this one. You won't be disappointed with any of these movies because they're very, very, very top-notch.
But if you choose to have this baby, you spoil that kid every chance you get.
Not by the hair on your chinny chin chin. Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in.
Stick. Oh! Beat him up! Smoke! Make him hard! Ready!
I'm Dylan Avnet, movie critic for Radnor High School. Have a great Halloween, and I'll see you soon.
Thanks, Dylan. Coming to Radnor Middle School is the annual book fair taking place in the RMS Library from November 15th through November 21st. Knock out some holiday shopping and help your student achieve the 25-book reading requirement, all while helping support the PTO and RMS Middle School students will visit the book fair with their teachers on November 15th, 16th, and 19th, while families can visit during parent-teacher conferences. If you have any questions, please email the book fair co-chairs at the address listed on your screen.
Students, educators, and parents were given the skills, opportunity, and support to openly communicate with one another about difficult and relevant topics facing adolescents at the Speak Up event at Radnor High School. The event's main presenter, Dr. Stephen Treat, focused on parent-teen relationships and self-worth. Breakout sessions in designated classrooms focused on stress, anxiety, parent-teen relationships, bullying, self-image, and sex pressure. Each session was led by a professional in the topic and trained student facilitators. The Jimmy Medal was also conferred at the event to RHS senior Shaba Rather, music teacher Dan Drew, and music paraprofessional Maria Drew.
Well, that about wraps it up for this week's edition of the Radnor Report. I'm Lucy Bale.
And I'm Stephen Fay. The Radnor Report will be on hiatus for 2 weeks as we prepare for the creation of the LM Week DVD. So we'll see you back here on November 17th.
For Michelle, Chris, Dylan, and all of us here at the Radnor Report, have a fun and safe Halloween, and we'll see you next time.
Go Radnor, beat LM!
It's Halloween and we're back for more. We got goblins and ghouls and freaks galore. We go.
What up, ladies? You can call me Dracula. I'll take you to the crib and make you into a snackula. Sophisticated, red and undead. A Transylvania player in the finest of threads. Big old thief, we don't speak. I be back to fly honeys every day of the week.
Yo, why you biting necks? I'll be choking them up. I got some platform boots that'll shred my stuff. It ain't easy being green, that's my motto. I'm a 10-foot tall walking avocado. Staples in my head and bolts in my neck. I terrorize town folk just to keep them in check.
Trouble, double, toil and trouble. My broom got zoom and my cauldron bubbles. Black dress, black shoes, black hat, and black cat, I'm all that. And my brew is where to party at. Incantations, levitation. I'll be scaring little children all across the nation.
Yo, straight out of Egypt, fresh on the scene. I'm falling out of control cause I was buried in bling. Cursing archaeologists just cause I wanna. My rap's unfair from here to Botswana. They call me mummy, but I beat a daddy Mac. If my arms outstretched, so I'm on the attack.
This Halloween, we'll be on the creek. We're gonna put a little shriek and get trick or treat. We go.